it's MK, and I am back with the last layout, I promise this time, with Kit Conspiracy. This is a bonus layout number 2, and I am going to use up all of the stars. So I have a couple of the die cuts picked out already from my bin, and I basically just picked all of the black elements as well as a few of the aqua elements because of the background paper that I chose for this layout. I also have the puffy stars that I'm not sure if I'm going to use. The button stickers, I guess, I'm going to use. I have this word that came from the chipboard set that is just says "You're awesome," and then the sticker sheet, all those stars. I'm going to use every single one of them, you guys. Look out, it's going to be a long one. I also have this beautiful star paper. It is the second paper that I have, but I won't be using all of it. And then these are the pickups that I did from my Friday layout. So these are the two backgrounds that I ended up creating, just picking up the mess that was on my desk. Now, I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose just yet, but right now I am going to go through and actually cut out my photos and my photo mats. So now that that is all done, I'm going to pick out which background that I like the most. And the first one, it seemed like the photos really had a good nestling spot, where the second one kind of didn't look like they flowed with the goob, the glob on the paper. So I went ahead and picked the darker one. So I'm going to go ahead and just very lightly glue my photos down on the page. Just so that way they are secured and I can still tuck things underneath them. Now what I'm going to do is go through and attach all of these stars. I put in this entire process, but I did put it in super speed mode just to let you guys know. And you guys can fast forward it a little bit if you guys choose to, because it is just too fast. But I wanted to put this whole process in so you guys can watch it unfold before your eyes instead of just watching me, I put some stars down and then bam, I'm done. And then you guys don't see what it is that I actually do. So what I do is I start with the largest star that I have, or the largest image, shape, whatever it is. I always start with the largest because you need the room for the largest. If you start with the smallest, then you're going to just cover it all up with the largest if you do that last. So next I do I keep going in that exact order. So I go with the largest, then the next largest, then the next, until I get to, nothing left except for my little small guys, right? So I follow this process throughout. I started actually placing all of my stars in the general area of where I wanted them. And then after that, I decided I'm just going to plonk and glue. Plonk and stick is what Adele Inky Quill says. She says plonk and stick, and that is exactly what I end up doing after, I believe, these set of stars is when I do it. I also brought some up to my subtitle. My title is going to be the chipboard stickers that say "You Rock," and then of course there's a lot of positivity on this layout. There's a lot of like "You rock," "You're awesome," "You're the best," that sort of thing. And so there's a lot of positivity on this because my son went to his first formal dance in these photos, and he really wanted to dress up, not to the point where he needed a suit, but he's got a fancy shirt on and his tie, and he spiked his hair, and he was just really feeling good about himself, and it's hard to encourage kids to put themselves out there, but I mean, come on, boys, you guys all look good in a button-down shirt and a tie. Really? You don't even have to try. I'm just saying. All my boys look really great in this kind of outfit. And 9 times out of 10, they do dress like this at school. Not the tie, but the button-down shirt, especially in the wintertime or the fall time when it requires a little bit more of the long sleeve. They all wear the button-down shirt almost every day to school, so they look really nice. But yeah, I wanted this layout to be uber super positive for my son, to keep him encouraging on putting himself out there and dressing the way he wants to dress. Don't follow the crowd, I guess. Also, too, I am following just my blob that I picked up on my page. I didn't have any direction for my stars. So I'm letting the mixed media that I did on Fridays, if you guys want to go check that out, I made this background on Fridays just by picking up what was left over on my desk. That's it. I kind of smeared it around on my desk, had no clue what it was going to look like when I picked it up, and this is what it looked like. So it's determining how my stars are laying down. So now that I have all my stars down, I really feel like there's something missing. And of course, when I need to fill the gap, I always go with splatter. So I'm going to use a really high contrast splatter on this because everything else is kind of feeling a little matchy-matchy. So I'm actually going to just use this Dylusions. It's called Black Marble Ink Spray. And I'm splattering and splattering. I want big splatters. I want little splatters. So depending on how you tap, tap, tap on your nozzle tube, is how you get your splatters. So when I first take it out of the tub and I do a big, huge blob, then I get my big splatters. When I tap, tap, tap with my second finger, just like I did, I get teeny tiny little splatters. So depending on how you maneuver your tube and how you tap on it is the size and difference of how you're going to get all your different little splatters. So make sure you practice on a scrap piece of paper for when you guys want to do your splatters. But I really feel like all my stars now pop off that page just because I added splatter. Seriously, it looks awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to take all those elements that I have picked out, and they're just kind of all sitting on top of the sticker sheet. And just add them along the page. Now, I don't really care if I'm covering stars up. That was the whole point. The stars are my background. I'm perfectly fine with putting things on top of the stars. So the first thing I did was I added a little star strip along the side of my son's photo, a couple little journaling spots. I'm just going to put the date and then, of course, why is he all dressed up? More so excited about him. And then I'm going to put the title down, which is actually You're Awesome. And then it says the original and the best. So because he's an original kid. He's an outside of the box thinker. He just has his own little world about him. It is just awesome. And he's a magnet. He draws people into him. That just blows my mind. Like he can either reflect or attract people in a heartbeat. It's just so cool. And he's definitely one that is great for icebreakers. He's never a dull moment around this kid. So anyways, I also decided to bring in these open stars, which at first I wasn't going to because honestly, I didn't feel like they matched my other stars. And that is why I haven't used them on any other layouts. But when I brought them in here and realized that the other stars are my background, I have no control over a background. If it was printed on there like that, I would have absolutely no control. So if this is the only element that I have to bring to it, it's going to go good because the stars are printed on the background. I mean, it's a mind trick that I had to play with myself to get it to work, right? So it does work. I added a little banner up at the top with an epoxy dot that I took off of the wooden buttons, as well as a couple others here and there. And that's it, you guys. I just had a blast using up all those stars. I love the pop of black because of my son's little outfit that he is wearing. And yeah, I just had so much fun finishing off those stars. I do not have a single one left. Woohoo! But I do have a tray full of embellishments. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it. Be sure to check out Janet's channel, who is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube. Her link is down below, and see if she is making one last layout for this week using the No Limits collection by Coco Vanilla for our Kit Conspiracy. All right, you guys, thank you so much, and I'll check y'all later. Bye.